Alright, hey guys, welcome to the first video of the year for 8th grade math. Today's video we're going to be kind of looking at the translations and geometric translations and geometric rotations that we've been talking about in class. But before we get started, I kind of want to go back and let's do a little quick review about the quadrants, because we need to talk about the quadrants and we need to learn about the signs in each one of the quadrants as we go through these, because it's very important that you need to know those when we are rotating as well as when we are translating, okay, and also reflecting. Okay, so if you remember, as we talked about to start with, the point of origin is the center of the graph, and that point is 0, 0. Okay, so now we can look at direction wise where do we go, but let's first talk about the quadrants. Remember, this top right quadrant is quadrant 1, top left is quadrant 2, bottom left is quadrant 3, and top right is quadrant 4. I'm sorry, excuse me, bottom right. I apologize. All right, so if we look at these quadrants, direction is going to become very important with these, and we're going to use two signs to tell us direction. We're going to use the positive sign, and we're going to use the negative sign. Okay, positive is going to tell us two directions. If we use the positive sign, it's going to tell us we're either going to go right and up, or we're going to use the negative sign, which means we're going to go left or down. Okay, so these two we can be using any kind of combination to tell us the signs for each one of the quadrants. Remember, each coordinate pair is made up of an x coordinate and a y coordinate, but we use those to tell us the signs. Well, if you look at quadrant 1, to get into quadrant 1 from the origin, remember we have to go left to right first on the x-axis and then up or down on the y-axis. Well, to get into quadrant 1, the two directions I need to go are right and up. That means the two signs are positive x's and positive y's. Okay, to get into quadrant 2, the directions I need to go, because I got to go left or right first before I go up and down. So I'm going to go left first, which is going to give me a negative x, and then I'm going to go up, which would be a positive y. Okay, now the next sign really is the next quadrant is kind of just keep rolling around. We got to go left and we have to go down, so left and down. So quadrant 3, both signs are negative, and then quadrant 4, the directions are right and down. So right is positive, so that's a positive x, negative y. Okay, so we have our 4 quadrants and we have our signs that go with these. Okay, and remember, we're going to start talking about translation first. And remember, the key word for a translation is a slide. All it's going to do is move. It's not going to change anything but the location of the object. It is a rigid transformation because it does not change the size. Okay, so that being said, let's just kind of look at what one would be. Let's go to the next page here. Have a little graph. Let's skip this page and go to this one. All right, we have a triangle. Let's give it some points. We'll say A, B, and C. Okay, well, I'm going to give it a verbal description. I want to translate this triangle. We'll do the verbal first. Let's say we want to translate it 6 units to the right, and let's go 3 units down. Okay, and remember, this notation is good for every one of these points. So each one of these points, we're going to move the same amount, and when we finish, these shapes should be congruent because we did not change anything but the location. Okay, so we're going to start with B. It doesn't matter which one you start with; they're all going to do the same. So we'll go 1, 2. So remember, we're counting lines, not boxes. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to go down, and we're going to start back over right here. So 1, 2, 3. Now this is my new point for B, so I can't just put B. So I'm going to give it a little sign behind it. We call it the prime symbol. That lets me know this is what has been moved from here to here. All right, let's go with A. It's kind of hard to see, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then we're going to go 3 down. 1, 2, 3. There is A prime. All right, now let's go with C. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. There is C prime. And when we finish, we're going to connect our. Let's have it just a little bit better. We're going to connect our. That's not even better. Connect our points to show the translated triangle. And I know I went off here, but those two triangles are congruent. They look the same. They're the same shape, the same size, the same angle measurements. The only difference is I moved it from here to here. So that is the key for my translation, is a slide. All right. So we have that done. Now let's talk about writing the notation for this translation. Remember, the notation tells me what did I do to the x coordinate, what did I do to the y coordinate. Well, if you look back over here, remember the x coordinate runs, I should have lettered this first. The x coordinate runs left and right, the y coordinate is up and down. So I went right 6 units, so that tells me I went x plus 6. And then I went down, so that tells me I went y minus, because minus numbers are below 0, y minus 3. These two being the same exact thing, and they resulted in the new image. Okay? So just always think about this. This tells me axis and sign, and pair it with the number. Okay? So let's try another one. Let's see what we got. Here is a square. Let's go with A, B, C, D. Okay, for this one, I'm just going to give the notation for this one. You guys were doing awesome with this notation. So let's see if we can go with just the notation. Let's go x minus 8 and y plus 7. So before I even start, I know x minus means I'm going to go left 8. Y plus means I'm going to go up 7, because the y-axis goes up and down. Again, I should have lettered none of these first. Up and down, and then left and right. So from this point, we're going to count left 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There is A prime. Let us do B. Remember, we're going to do a combination. 8 over 7 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then some of you remember, some of y'all found the shortcut for doing this, but we're going to do it the long way first. Okay, so here's D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And again, please notice I'm not counting the boxes. I'm not counting these boxes. I'm counting the corners. I'm counting the lines. Okay, don't let it mess you up. All right, here's C. Let's go 8 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There is C prime. And when I finish, just connect the dots. Okay. Again, we have a congruent figure, same shape, same size, same angle measurement, same everything. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got. How does that feel? Pretty good. All right. Here's the next one I'm going to do. What I want to do is I'm going to start you with this one. I'm going to give you your numbers, your letters, excuse me. And I'm going to tell you what I want you to do, and I want you to pause the video, see if you can move it yourself, okay? So for this one, here's my notation. For this rectangle, what I want you to do for this rectangle is I want you to just move it left. I'll tell you what, let's do the notation first. I'll tell you, we'll do this. All right, left 5. Well, let's do left 9. And let's go down 6, okay? All right, well, right now I want you to go ahead and pause the video. I want you to see if you can, while you pause it, see if you can write the notation for this first. And then I want you to move it left 9, down 6. Okay? So go ahead and pause the video and try it, and then come back just a second and see what we have. Okay? Alright, welcome back. So what I have is, remember, left tells me x minus 9. Down tells me y minus 6. How did you do on that one? Okay? Most of you have been doing really well in that, so I'm really comfortable with y'all on this one. So now let's just move what it says. So we'll start each point. Left 9, down 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is A prime. All right. B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's B prime. All right, D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is D prime. And then C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's C prime. And there it is. Now I know my lines are not perfectly straight, but you get the gist that these two are congruent. Same shape, same size, same angle measurements. Okay. Let's see. I think I got, do I have one more? Okay, no, I don't have one more, but let's do something a little different. Let's change this up. You guys were doing really well with this, but I want to kind of go back with this part. What if I was to just give you the angle pair? What if I was to give you just the angle pair? Okay, let's just say this is A, and I want to know what A prime is. Okay, I don't have a grid, I don't have a graph, I don't have anything to use other than my knowledge of this pair is in quadrant 1. Okay, and what I want you to do is I want you to translate this pair. Okay, excuse me. I want you to translate this pair according to this notation: x plus 4, y plus 4. Okay? Well, you say, how do I do that? Well, remember, all this is telling me is whatever the x coordinate is, I'm just going to add 4 to it. So now instead of telling direction, now it just says add 4 to it. Same thing with the y. Whatever the y coordinate is, add 4 to it. So we come right over here. 3 plus 4 is 7. And 4 plus 4 is 8. So the coordinate for A prime would be 7, 8. And so you did it perfectly without even having a graph to do it with. Okay? Alright. Let's see. Let's try one more. What if I do, let's go B prime. You guys knocked this out of the park the other day. So this B is at the point 0, 12. Let's go negative 12. Alright. And I want to know what B prime is after the coordinate, or the translation notation of x minus 4 and y plus 8. Alright, well the same thing happened here. This says whatever the x coordinate is, subtract 4 from it. So we're going to subtract, remember this is my x, this is my y. Subtract 4 from it, and then for the y I'm going to add 8, excuse me. Alright, so now 0 minus 4 is negative 4, and then negative 12 plus 8. Okay, remember now your integer rules are a little different here because your integer rules say whatever the signs are different, I'm just going to subtract the smaller number from the bigger number. So 12 minus 8 gives me 4, and then I keep the sign of the bigger number. Well, in this case 12 is bigger than 8 and it's negative. So after the translation of x minus 4 y plus 8, 0 negative 12 is now at negative 4 negative 4. Okay? Alright, we'll try one more, then I'm going to let you try one by yourself. What if I go with C is at 3, negative 11, and I want to know what C prime is after the translation notation y minus 9. Okay? I want you to take a second, pause the video, and see if you can come back with an answer for this one. Okay? Alright, welcome back. Alright, so if you look up here, what I'm missing, I only have one direction. I don't have anything to do with the x variable at my x coordinate, excuse me, at all. So all I'm going to do with that x is I'm just going to bring it straight down because I don't have anything to do to it. Well, now on my y it says take 9 away from whatever the y coordinate is, subtract 9. Well, now if you look, now I have same signs, and your integer rules say if the signs are the same, add the two numbers. 11 plus 9 is 20, and keep the sign. So now this shape only went straight down 20 units. Okay, I mean it went down 9 units to negative 20. So what that actually looks like is if I was to graph 3, negative 11, it would be, say, somewhere right in here in quadrant 4, right? And all I did was I didn't go left or right. I just moved this straight down to somewhere right in here. I'm just saying that's around 3, negative 20. So all you're doing is exactly what it says. One direction, go with that direction. Okay? So how does how'd you do on that one? Pretty good? Most of you did really well on that one. Okay, so I think we're pretty good with translations. We're going to come back and we're going to work on some more. Again, we'll be working with them off and on all year long. Again, just take your time and let's go all the way back. This is the key right here. Just remember, when we get here, we have to remember our quadrants. This is going to be very important when it comes to the rotations that we're going to look at. Okay? All right, that's a great job, and I'm going to come back in just a few minutes. I'll have a rotation video. We'll talk about it too. Okay, have a good evening.